guys are also going in. So let's leave it at that, as long as it's stable. Okay?
The only substitute, of course, this game was an first substitute injury.
Ready?
And the second half is about to get underway. James Saudadino says, let's go. Camera.
Step back. No. You're the captain, okay? I will expect you to be exemplary. If it's a quick start, don't run away with the ball. Step back. The line is the mark.
Numbers.
He was
back, guys. Yes.
The injury moment. Scott Oloch, who could have been the one to claim the ball, ended up knocking it forward. The Cobs had squandered the line out, but he did give them another chance. Someone would argue that because he has played for them before, he's still a little blue at heart.
Guys, we have a table there. We have an MC.
Speculation.
Okay.
Now what matters right now?
I want to appreciate that now.
Scrum down.
Yes.
Very good territory.
Waku. Waku.
Crouch.
3, 2, 1.
Bind. Set. Stable. Step bound. Push straight. Advantage there.
Cobs doing very well. On the scrum down, they have a penalty. And
Guys, you're popping up.
Collects it,
Black is popping.
only allows them to come and take that penalty.
You shove and pop.
Feels that this is something he can handle off the boot.
You're popping round and you're popping. Mark is there.
And the Heathens are penalized for illegal scrummaging, wheeling the scrum. The sun is slowly giving way, which means that there'll be cooler conditions for the game to be played.
Anything, David?
James Jongat now, sizing up the boot. And yet another miserable day for James Jongat and his orange boots.
I'm definitely.
They fail to get points yet again. No doubt is the reason as to why there are 3 points on the board for now. But it's also the reason why they've not managed to stretch.
A ruck is formed, don't place your hands there. You're slowing down the Are we together?
Yeah, Brian, we have one ref. Huh?
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
It looks like it takes a lot of explaining for Brian Asawa to understand. He has been up in Sauda's face for a very long time. Even now, He needed some more explanation. Now James Ijongat. Karim Marinaitwe. So far so good. Justin Chimono almost loses his footing but just manages to stay up.
Stay up
And now
there.
Brian Ochan. Faraji Odugo. Almost condensed by Alex Mubiru, but almost doesn't count. Now Collins Chimbo.
Stay up,
Phases, spiraling out to James Ijongat. He tries to damn him, but Scott Oloch, he does so successfully, but it is Joseph Oye to stop him.
Off
The bigger man,
Black.
the smaller man gets the technique to stop him, and he does excellently. Now here comes Byron Oketayot, the Cubs on the advantage. Brian Ochan recycling onto the upper end. To Arinaitwe Karim, takes the grabber, the ball goes high, it goes out, and the Cubs will be back for a penalty. Very good play from James Ijongat. He has had his ups and downs in this game. He has been lukewarm, he has been on fire, and he has been ice cold all at the same time. He's broken lines, he's kicked for points, he's missed, he's made passes, he's created chances. He's all over. And now he has another chance to kick. No surprise. It is failure when you stop trying. And James Ijongat is here proving that he has not yet failed. Yet another penalty and a chance for him to convert now.
James Ijongat wants another bite of the cherry.
And this time, the trial pays off. Yes, sometimes you need more than one chance.
Keep
And
up,
this time, James
When you
Ijongat
go,
has
come
it
back.
coming.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You should do that.
Alhaj Manano with the fielding. And that should be a knock-on. But the advantage is played and Brian Ochan tries to run that ball. Emma Echodu into an awaiting couple of Heathens' hands.
Knock on in the tackle.
Now Brian Odong charges into Alex Mubiru.
Let's
The
go,
hit is
let's
to
go,
the
Black!
side. Not so progressive, but
Back,
the ball
back,
is still theirs. Another phase. Brian Odong.
Tackle there. Back. Back.
That is good
Advantage
work
there.
by
High tackle.
Brian Asaba to keep the ball in. Charles Uhuru, who had collected it, a free ball, now loses it to a penalty
Winger, high
for the
tackle.
Cubs, while Brian Asaba stays grounded.
High tackle there. No. Mark is there.
So many infringements by the Heathens.
Come on, guys. Watch the tunnel, guys. Open up.
Faraji Odugo will be the man tasked to get the Cubs back into action. How far can they go to push this lead? Interesting line out. Attempts to go as far as possible. Ends up going the way of the Heathens, who are now on the advantage. Alex Mubiru. Smash hit. Equally matched by the tackle from Brian Asaba.
Advantage.
To Kato Reynolds now. Gokto Innocent. Into Jordan
Advantage
Bongomin.
over.
To Lawrence Sebuliba. He's smashed and the ball springs forward. It's open to Justin Chimono now.
It went back.
Chimono loses it forward too.
Easy, guys. Easy.
And Heathens Cubs, as we know it, brings us the fray. Everyone going for throttle against the other, blue and green alike. It requires the Hammerheads to pull the game back into sportsmanship situation.
Did you see anything, David?
And that looks like it's done all right. Joseph Oyet is the definition of it is the size of the fight in the dog, not the size of the dog in the fight. He's always at the center of all this kind of fracas. And it is only luck that is not being sent off. Or maybe it's a matter of time. Maybe it's just not yet.
Knock on was green, blue. Service. Knock on. Mark is here.
There comes Cobb's first change of the game. The new man, Brian Ochan, makes way for Edgar Swagidi.
Set! Stable, boys, stable! Keep it up!
Daudi Semwami with a very, very spiraling run all the way up on the side of the wings. Trying to open out. All right. That is called transport. You hit the man and enable him to move a few meters back. Ijonga James. James Sodong. That was a very good find by James Ijongat, most definitely. He should have done more with that, James.
Offside, guys.
We are
Offside,
happy to
guys.
be joined by the players who had gone for the National Sevens competition, the Emirates Invitational. The update from Makere at halftime, it's 10 for the Intis, 6 for the Warriors, as James Ijongat tries to give Cobbs a 6-pointer here. And it's good. That makes it 9 for the Cobbs, and that makes it an uphill task for the Heathens, who are at 3. All right then, we are sizing up for the resumption of play here. Cobbs getting into their elements more and more. Heathens getting friskier by the minute. Edgar Seruaji, the new man, has to hacken onto the football in here to stop that ball. Chasuhuru now collects. Remember, a try can alter the scoreline much greatly here.
That's okay.
And the Heathens know that at the back of their minds. Reynolds Kato runs into the shoulder charge of Brian Asawa and manages to snap out of it. A pillow. That should be a penalty by all standards. An offside on Brian Asawa. A pillow, very, very technical on it. He did see him running, saw him at the wrong end, and threw the ball up against him. There is no way you can debate that. And that's a penalty for the Heathens.
That's a call.
Horrendous work by Joseph Oyet. He too can't believe it. No one at the grounds can believe it. Even the ball sailing all the way to KCCA grounds cannot believe it did not go through the upright. Joseph Oyet has missed the chance to make this a three-pointer. Very unbelievable outcome in this game. Very, very unbelievable. It should have been 9-6 right now. But guess what? Joseph Oyet can't capitalize. But if he receives right now, as he has on his knees, very thankful, he's looking for the gap now. But well done by Emmanuel Lechodo to stop him. Alex Mubiru to Jordan Bongomin to Claudio Otema. Otema into Derek Tukwasiwe. Yes! These are the tackles we paid our money for. Santos Senteza does very, very well. Santos against Emmanuel Lechodo. Pushing harder and harder. Santos.
Rock back, out.
Now we'll watch to Arthur Mukama. Finds the gap. Arthur Mukama. Big Arthur. He's tackled by Arinaito Karim. What a smashing tackle by him. It is not good enough though. The Heathens are still pushing. The Heathens are still asking questions.
It's a rack now. Step back.
Arthur Mukama. Very wonderful contribution into the game. Here they come, the Heathens. They are being pushed out. And as the Cubs overturned it, it looks like they have...
Release!
Oh,
release now!
Too much ado about nothing. Now the Cubs have the ball. They decide that they are not going to kick it out.
Stay up!
They will play it comfortably and slowly. And now James Jongat will kick it out. It comes. Poor communication from Ayat and Gokto. But Gokto is quick to collect. He sends the ball out wide to Lawrence Sebuliba. Can he have the speed? Does he have the speed? Sebuliba has the speed. Pass down to Samwami. James Jongat gets him. But the tackles are so good. But not good enough. Oh wow. Right at the very, very end of the pitch. That was one moment of lapse. And it should be Reynolds Kato, the ever patient flanker, the number 7 that has done what he's supposed to do the whole game, that has managed to get the first try of the game. That was very unbelievable play. At the start, Joseph Oyet and this flyer, Innocent Gokto, look like they failed to agree on who should pick the ball up. But Gokto picks it, sizes up the opposition, looks around and sees Sebuliba. He knows he's a hard runner. His teammate sends the ball out and Sebuliba will do the rest. Runs further and releases Kato Reynolds, who gets on the scoreboard. This is rugby. It is yet to be decided whether it was Kato Reynolds or Joseph Oyet who got the points, but his points all right. And here is the chance for the Heathens to take the lead for the first time in the game. Will Oyet do this? He goes for the kick.
Number 11.
The try has been awarded to Gerald Sawankambo, the number 12.
11.
Well, Heathens are back into it. It is just 1 point that separates them. And Daudi Semwami was caught just having a day's nap at the wing. And Lawrence Sebuliba coming back into number 11. He has started at number 7 for the rest of the season. Finds his way past him. Cubs have now been pushed to introduce Raymond Mukwaya into the place that was played by James Odom. Getting away, but not getting away enough.
Getting distracted by the ball carrying. And running outside.
Raymond Mukwaya replaces James Odong. It has been very eventless for James, who joined the team from the Kenyan side, nondescripts, or the Nondis, as they are more amicably known. Mukwaya, been a good start for them this game. And now, It is a big matter. It is no longer 9-6 or 9-3. It is now 9-8. And the game is into yet another water break.
It's a line out. Let's watch. Watch the tunnel. Watch the ball, Watch the ball. There. Green, open up.
Cubs coming in yet again off the line out. Brian Asaba sets up for Collins Chimbowa. What a big man run from the prop. Again, Justin Chimono fumbles it, and Arthur Mukama, the same man who was the alpha and omega of the try, is back into the fray. That is a beautiful kick from Paul Epilo. Would you look at that? Does he get the touch? Arinaiche Karim is onto it, and you expect he'll have a kick of his own. It is high into James Odong, into Joseph Oyet rather. Joseph Oyet goes past Mukwaya, goes past Asaba, releases Mukama into Scott Oroch, past Muchiga to Cloud Otema, takes a good step, takes another, and he's stopped finally.
Back.
Interesting round of play from the Heathens. Epilo to Abel Biamugisha. It's a big boy game now. Again, Epilo to Aziz Khan. He's been rather silent so far. Always a highlight to watch out for in the games. And now Abel Biamugisha swings to Innocent Gokto. Where Faraji Odugo is, and Odugo collects. He runs in now. What was that?
Tackle now.
The question is, what was Odugo doing? Anyway, the Colts still have the ball. It's into Brian Asaba. Legends Rugby Grounds is on fire. Collins Chimbowa, what a shift from him today. Edgar Seruaji takes a box kick, and it is a very sumptuous one now. Joseph Oyet collects, goes past Seruaji, goes past Alaj Manano, looking for the gap, finds the chip, to pursue with Derek, collects, and it is Maso Semwami Daudi. Look at this game, my God.
Go to the guts.
Non-stop action. Brian Odong sees the Heathens very out and not back 10, and he does very well as a one-man maul. It is very hard to keep the tempers down. It is very hard to stay controlled in this game. There's a lot of gap for the Heathens now. Lawrence Sebuliba, can he repeat what he did the previous game? Chimono is all over him.
Stay up, Black!
And the tackle is complete. Paul Epilo swings it out to Mukama with a chicken wing to Biamugisha on the line. Biamugisha goes. Biamugisha still going. But Odugo knows just what to do to stop him. The action. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction from the opponents. This is rugby. This is what we came to watch. Every team making sure that we are getting our time's worth.
Number 1 blue.
Abel Biamugisha finding himself in. On comes Sol Chivumbi. Replacing Brian Odong, who has had a very good game today. Now Edgar Seruaji in possession. He does very, very well.
Step back,
under the pressure for James Ijongat to set up now. Collins Chimbowa, he cannot stop working. Ijongat again.
Advantage offside.
Chodu. He can run like a winger with the size of a lock. Sets up now to Karim Arinaitwe. Out wide to Aaron Juru. To Justin Chimono rather. Well done by Justin.
Back,
for another phase. James Ijongat now. Echodu Emmanuel. They should. Oh. Sends.
Offside.
He sends Biamugisha to buy a meat pie. But just as Manano knocks the ball on, Mukwaya, the substitute, says he will be going for the poles. Right at the halfway line.
Back line.
This is an interesting call.
On the line, on the line, on the line.
Raymond
Conrad Mukwaya, right at the halfway line. It feels like the wind is in his favor. He's a kicker who has the distance in his boots. Can he give the Cubs a 4-point lead? Mukwaya, good kick with good distance, but he sails it wide. And now Epilo collects and sees the Cubs asleep, sends it to Daudi Semwami. Semwami inside into Mukwaya. Mukwaya with a chip. Mukama collects. The game can the ball can't stop moving. Action all the time.
Play on.
The ball has been turned over excellently by the Cubs.
Tackle, one block.
Nobody saw that coming.
Back.
Now they have the ball. Daudi Semwami, the big winger. He's tackled.
Step back.
James Jongat, miscommunication. The ball is still on the Cubs' advantage.
Advantage offside.
Byron Oketayot now.
One block.
Recycling the phases. Karim Marinaito coming into the fray. Oh, it's Edgar Seruaji. Collins Chimbowa again into Innocent Gokto, who finds himself in the big man's way.
Advantage offer.
Manano fumbles with it. Takes Adami Alaji. Manano finds Manano to go the wing, but he's tackled. Oh my God. The game is so widely open right now.
Good pass there.
Everybody feeling that they have.
Good pass.
Faraji Odugo took some stopping right there.
Come on.
Let's have it, boys. Let's have it.
The referee will call for the scrum down.
Be on the line, so it's inside. Okay. Crouch. Bind. Set. Step up, boys. Step up. Keep it up.
Nice one.
In trouble right now.
Play on.
Cubs taking the possession.
Stop.
Edgar Seruaji setting it up now. Faraj Odugo backs it in, jumps on down. Sansadami jumps into a match. Takes another one. Can he find the support? Yes, he does. It's an absolute beauty.
It's popping out.
Pristine rugby. Oh my God.
When I'm running, it's bouncing.
You cannot trace that kind of script. It is the young man Karim Marinaitwe who adds the cherry onto the cake. Karim Marinaitwe. Oh my God, James Jongat. Where did that come from? Selling one dummy, losing Innocent Gokto, and opening up so many gaps for him. Karim Marinaitwe to put the points over. From Makerere, the Impis have stretched their lead to 17. A chip and chest try from the captain, Spencer Muhire, and it is 17 for the Impis, 6 for the Warriors.
Hold it. Guys back. Fine.
This is rugby. Well done by James Jongat. He has come under criticism a lot this game for the failure of his orange boots. But here, where he has failed to kick, he has made up for with good work of his hands. Well done by James with the assist. And Karim Marinaitwe adds the icing to the cake. And that is one
Leo,
conversion.
Advantage,
Very good
Odugo.
conversion.
Flipping. You're flipping.
And now
Advantage,
one
sir.
tackle from Faraji Odugo against Alex Muru
Let's go, let's go.
means that the Heathens are playing on an advantage. Pole Pilo attempts a drop goal, and we are back for the penalty.
Odugo.
Wow.
Number 2. Flipping, eh?
I would love to make
Number
you know
No, no,
that
no.
if you're not watching this on Kawowo Sports
No.
live, whenever you watch it,
Flipping.
you should know that this was a moment of magic
Mark is here.
from James Ijongat.
What's the call?
Triggered rugby that we had not seen before.
Points, eh?
The Heathens now have a chance. Joseph Oyet to convert from the penalty and make it 11 for the Heathens and put the game within the score of a try. Yet he does well this time. This time Oyet gets his points right, and whereas we have just had a lot of action going on, the game is
10
just
minutes.
5 points apart.
When you're ready. Just hold this.
Well then, time to play for in
5.
this game.
5 green. 5.
It is far from that.
Number 5. Okay.
And Gilbert Biamugisha, Cloud Otema does go well to collect, and then Conrad Mukwaya makes sure that that is where he stops.
Follow the person on the ground. Okay? Falling over player.
The penalty, quite contentious, goes the way of the Heathens. The Impis and 6 for the Warriors. Very good line out. Kato Reynolds on it. The referee does not call anything.
Okay, okay.
And now the Heathens will try
Step back,
to
step
build
back,
on
guys.
it. Innocent Gokto swings it out. Jalaso and Kambondelos. The ball is bouncing clumsily, but it's Gideon Kaiwura who collects.
Knock on.
Yes, rightfully so. The referee calls for a knock forward. Cobb's ball. The
your
ball
own
was
guys who
knocked
put
on
him down.
by Gideon Kaiwura,
Your guy.
failing to handle a very, very strong pass from Innocent Gokto.
Which number? Green. Substitute black. Kasoto 12. No.
And finally, another veteran of the game, Faizo Gama, comes on, which means Heathens have gone very technical, putting Pole Pilo into the fly-off position and Innocent Gokto into the number 13 position. It will be very interesting to see how that forms, with Faizo Gama coming in at scrum half.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stable. Push right, push right, push right.
Cobbs doing more than
Advantage
enough,
there.
enjoying the advantage.
Use it.
Gama is very helpless. He can't
Use
do
it now.
anything on that ball. It's moving rack. Karima Inaitwe takes a... Oh! Where is Gama going? Karima Inaitwe sends him to buy a Rolex. Here they come again, Byron Oketayot doing very well. Remember, they're on advantage, the Cubs. And now, James Jongat goes for a drop goal. That's beautiful. An absolute beauty. Cracker from James Jongat. The Cubs, typical training ground move. They set it up right from the center. And James Jongat sees the skies and puts it down.
Number.
Do the Heathens have any more answers
Number 3,
to this?
blue. Number 3.
Remember, for the Heathens, it is not a team you write off.
Okay.
You don't write the Heathens off in this game. As long as it's the league, they're always capable of a performance, a rockstar performance. But as of now, the Cubs are asking so many questions, and the answers from the Heathens have not yet come. Lawrence Sebuliba now. Can he find a gap? But he's tackled by Daudi Semwami. Does not let him have any chance at it. And have the Cubs turn this over? They have only to consider penalty.
Easy.
And the Scaffolds are back again. It is Edgar Seruwaji versus Faizo Gama.
I'll take away behind the mark. Going off it. Open up, guys, on the tunnel.
Well. Very good territory for the Heathens with the line out. If their running maul can pay off right now, they will be a very happy side. It is Alex Mubiru with all his veteran hooking
On the 15.
that costs them. The ball is not straight.
Thank you.
Coach! Bind!
Scrum down for the Cubs.
Set!
Edgar Seruwaji will be more than happy to feed this in. Look at how that scrum is set. Not an inch moving. Seruwaji sets in Justin Chimono.
Okay. Advantage, blue, green offside.
Conrad Mukwaya is on the far end, hoping the ball can come to him. James Jongat.
Mark is there where they are.
Yes, his touch is effortless yet again. Puts the Cubs in more attacking territory.
Just closer. There. Back, guys, come on. These ones.
Line out for the Cubs. They seem to be more comfortable now. That's an interesting line out, but the ball is biased.
Option.
And even when Byron Oketayot collects it from the Heathens end.
Knows. Calm down, guys. Back is there. Guys, forward sharp. Crouch. Bind. Set. Step on. Blue.
And now the Heathens trying to make amends for what seems to be a game that's ebbing out of their way. Joseph Oyet released, but he finds the gap by running back into the man. Oyet, he had Otema for support, but he chose it wise to protect that ball.
Step back, step back, step back.
And that sounds like it should be time up.
Away, blue.
The ball just needs to go out now for the game to be done. But the Heathens will not stop pushing until the fat lady sings. Ball out, a pillow, out to Gokto. Innocent was good definitely at the start of the game. And the Cubs stand it over ferociously, but give away a penalty. And the Heathens now can claim a losing bonus point by converting this one. Chasu, oh, that is huge. Very nasty collision. Very big collision between Charles Uhuru and Robert Aziku. But it is Robert Aziku who will stay on ground. Oh no, that was nasty.
Guys, away. No.
And whereas the game is looking like it's ended, Robert Aziku is down receiving medical attention. There are players scuffling in between.
Guys.
It's actually not. It is not Robert Aziku. We would want to know who that is. The hit was really huge from Charles Uhuru.
Guys, give him space. Away. Move away.
Byron Oketayot.
Guys,
Very huge hit. Very dangerous on him. And very unlucky that he does not have the chance to play on for the rest of the game, to suffer in what is an almost sure win for the Cubs, given that the hooter has already gone.
So it was high. Bring ball.
The game coming to a momentary pause right now. It seems like the most logical decision to take for the Heathens is to go for the pause. Remember, we are playing in overtime right now, with the game having been concluded via the hooter.
It was cheap, huh? It was shaking and still.
Byron Oketayot still on the ground receiving medical attention. The hit was really huge. It was a very unlucky collision.
All tall boys find it hard to go low.
They all have upper.
Yes.
He will most definitely not finish the game, Byron Oketayot. Very unlucky for him. He should have been wishing. It is good to see that he's getting back. He's on his feet.
Yes. It's there. The concussion is there.
The stretcher won't be necessary. That is all the good news. But that's it for him. Very good shift he has put in.
It wasn't last play. There was a high tackle by him. Yeah? So it's a penalty here. Wait, guys. Time.
He looks like he still wants to go in.
Four.
And now the Heathens will test the Cubs' tenacity in defense.
Rock now.
Here comes first phase, a second one.
Stay up,
And
stay up,
another.
stay up. Back.
Coming now from Reynolds Kato. He's held up. He twirls technically.
Rock there.
And now Scotto Roach, the big man. He stopped right in his tracks. The ball goes rolling clumsily.
Leave him
But
now.
Faizo Gama is keen
back.
to pick it up
Stay up
and
there.
keep the Heathens' onslaught coming. Farther and farther. A few inches out now. Heathens. Scotto Roach. Again. Ball is out.
Let's go.
And they are agonizingly close, the Heathens. They are
Step
asking
back,
for the
step
ball,
back,
the big boys here. Oluoch, Mukama, Uhuru,
Tackle.
all in the fray. Will they get anything out of it? The Lions'
Tackle.
pride is at stake here. Gama to Epilo. Epilo takes a quick, nice grabber. But Seruwaj is on it, puts it out. And that will be it for today. The game goes the way of the Cubs. 19 for the home side, 11 for the away side. No bonus point for the Cubs, no bonus point for the Heathens, but the Lions' pride is intact and it will be blue this year. Thank you for watching the game. Thank you for being part of the event. Kawowo Sports, as always, will make sure that the game comes right to you relentlessly, with all the effort, so that you can enjoy it from the comfort of your home. Stay safe. This is rugby, and we shall be summing it up with Ernest Akorebi Runji in a few minutes from now. From the happiness of all and sundry at the pitch, people believe that what they came for is definitely achieved, because the Cubs have played the game that defines the champion. The Heathens, who came out to play as the defending champions, were put to the sword, questioned so much, and they did not have answers to whatever Cubs was asking. The end game was decided by Karima Rinaitwe, and it was Karima Rinaitwe who scored the Cubs try, and Gerald Sewankambo who scored the Heathens try, but Joseph Oyet and Ijongat had their own say off the boots, securing extra points that determined the outcome of this game. If Pirates have won their game at home, they shift positions up above the Cubs, or rather up above the Heathens, into second place, setting up another mouth-watering clash between the Cubs and the Pirates, which we know can go either way. It has been more than enough. It has been a wonderful serving of the Lions Pride tournament, and the Heathens agonizingly walking away from Legends, this time without anything in their pockets. The last time they were here, they were the victors. The last time they played rugby against the Cubs, they won the league. But now the Cubs look like they've stretched from 1 point ahead to 5, and that puts the task back on the Heathens' shoulders if they should be able to respond. Undoubtedly, James Ingat, he has been the star of the show, assisting the try, getting the points in off the kick. And the Cubs will have a lot to thank him for today. The Heathens will have themselves to blame. They had the game in their hands. They had chased it all right. They just could have stayed in there, but the kicks were not good enough, and they ended up losing what should have been an easier contest.
that came out in numbers, we say thank you. Captain Heathens and the captain man of the match, Chimera. To quickly make their way here.
All right, I'm standing with the man of the match, James Jongat of the Cubs. He started the game in a very, very lukewarm way. He missed a number of penalties, but eventually his orange boots switched on and he even assisted the try. James, how do you feel today?
I feel very happy because in this competition, our main goal is to first beat Heathens, then we see what follows next.
Yes, I know the Heathens are always a very big challenger for you, and today has been a Lions Pride fixture which you have won. What does this mean for the Cubs season?
We have to be happy for this win, and we have to keep our heads up for the next game coming.
And Cubs has a number of flyers, a number of people who play your position, but today the coach chose you to play that number, chose you ahead of everyone else. What does that feel like? What does it mean for your morale as a player?
My competitors are not that bad, but because of the mature approach, I had to come in because the coach trusted me, so I had to come in first. If things fail, then they also come and join me.
All right, and you were the player that assisted the try from Karima Inaitwe. You took a very, very good run on your own. You were very individually brilliant. Looking forward into the next game, how do you think this is going to help you, and how is it going to help your team?
This is just a wake-up call for me, and it gives me time or morale to work harder for the next game.
Thank you, James. Wishing you the best of the celebrations. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you.
All right. What does this mean for you as Heathens? What do the next games have to happen?
And full time here at Legends Rugby Grounds, joined by Cubs head coach Davis Chiwalabia for a few post-match comments. Congratulations, coach, on the win. A very, very crunch tie that went all the way to the wire. How are you feeling personally, and what's the feeling in your camp at the moment?
Thank you. It's been a hard one. We take credit for it. They'll let the boys enjoy it, much as it was a bit scrappy and slow. But yeah, what we wanted to achieve, we've got. So I'm happy. I think we are on the right path.
Speaking of scrappy win, scrappy start, we saw Cubs try a few tactics here and there, and let's start with the backline with James Jongat. Yes, he later picked up himself later in the game, but what was the idea behind the way you played as the backline today?
The backline, you pretty much know we are missing our sevens players. So we're trying to do something and patch up and fill the gaps so that we have continuity. We've had to bring on the young boys. You see Karim, and he's really performing well. So it's a credit to the club. So it builds confidence and continuity in the rest of the players around that anything is possible. They can play whenever they are given a chance.
And now looking at the pack, we noticed that you dominated in the scrum down, but there was a few challenges in the line-out. What do you think did not click so well with the team in the line-out?
I think it's the pressure of the game. Sometimes it works, sometimes it works. I think we crashed under the pressure in the line-out. The onus is on us to make ourselves better before we get into our next match.
And now finally, very important win for your team. You continue your unbeaten run. You extend your lead at the top of the table. How much does this mean for your title ambitions, and how do you move on from this game?
I think it creates a lot of work for us. We have to maintain the record we've set. You know, getting on top is easier than maintaining the top spot. So it gives us a lot to think about, and being the fact how we play today, we have a lot to think about going forward because we still have a hard games ahead.
All right. Thank you very much. And that was the host and victorious coach Davis Chewalabi here with us on Kawowo Sports. Thank you. And then now I'm joined by the captain for Cobs, Brian Asawa.
Hold this?
Yeah. Congratulations, captain, on the win. Very, very tight game for you. As an individual, we saw you get sent to the bin for an infringement. How has the game been for you as an individual?
I think it was a tough call. Like the sport goes.
50-50 calls can go anywhere. I managed to get on the right side of the call, but kudos to the boys. We managed to string a couple of plays and managed to keep the defense tight and managed to get the win today.
Cubs had a slow start to the game. Halftime was 3-3, even when they looked like they were the stronger side. What was going on in the players' minds and on the pitch to search and work hard to be able to get this win at the crunch time like it was?
Yeah, you know,
Heathens games always come down to the wire. So much as it looked like a slow start, all the boys on the pitch know what was happening. So the difference in the game was, of course, a tight defense, and we managed to make the most of our few chances.
Cubs have been very, very strong in maintaining their solidity in the squad, even without their star players who are away with the Sevens team. And now that they have returned, how much does this mean for you as a team going forward in your title ambitions?
I think it's a plus for us.
Much as we had boys who played in those positions and put up dominant performances today, I think going to next week, yes, we'll be glad to have the Sevens boys back.
All right, thank you very much, and we wish you all the best in the remaining games.
Enjoy your moment. Yes, and that brings an end.
Heathens standing captain in the absence of Captain Michael Wokorach. Hard luck on the loss today. We understand it was a crunch time, top of the table clash. What does this result mean for your team?
I think our rocks today were a bit shaky. That is something we need to work on. But we've lost this one. There are more like 3-4 games to go. So maybe we'll pick up in the next game and give us something to cheer about at the end of the season.
Heathens did very well in their attack, dominating in the line out, both on attack and on defense, dominating in the line with their cross kicks and efficiency in their attack, in their set plays. But then that did not materialize into points for your team. What was the missing link in your play today?
I think the Cobs defense held on so strong.